the behest of the NFL rather than individual teams. So it was hard to determine the likelihood of it garnering interest. There was likely additional fallout when Kaepernick pulled out of the NFL workout for one of its own, giving only 8 teams made the trip. There were at least 25 scheduled teams for the NFL tryout. Kaepernick threw for 2,241 yards and 16 touchdowns for the 49ers in 2016 and has thrown for 72 touchdowns and 30 interceptions as an NFL quarterback. He has a 28-30 record as a starter. Let's get it on. Mitch, let's get ready. We diving right in. Let's get ready to rumble.
You are.
Man. So when it comes to this situation, I felt like here's pretty much what happened. NFL came out of nowhere, said, hey, we'll have a scheduled workout for you. The workout, you have 2 hours to decide on this workout. Here's what it's going to be. Here's where it's going to be at. You got this coach running this coach running the drills. You got these receivers. You got that, this, and the third. Everything's already set. You have 2 hours to decide if you want to do it. You have 2 hours to decide if you want to accept the terms, accept this workout, move forward. He accepted it, right? But then when he accepted it, he got there. An hour later, 2 hours later, they left the workout and went and decided to do something. What was it? 80 miles from where it was at a high school field in Atlanta, or in Georgia, rather. My thing is, okay, you've been out of the league for 3 years. For 3 years, you've been out of the league. You finally have an opportunity to get back in the league, and in my opinion, you blow it. In my opinion, I feel like, okay, maybe there's some things behind the scenes that we don't know, that you didn't like, but you can't have everything your way. At the end of the day, you're trying to make it to the league. You try to get back into the league. That's the whole point of this. The whole point of this is to make it back into the league. I felt like this was his best chance to get back into the league. You had 25 teams waiting. 25 teams were ready to evaluate. Granted, he wanted it to move it, if I'm not mistaken, it was on a Saturday or whatnot. He wanted to move it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday where general managers could come see it as well. Granted, okay, we understand that. But if you get an inch, don't try to take a whole acre. If you get an inch, take advantage of that inch, and you didn't have nothing. You had 0 yards, you had nothing. Once you got an inch, okay, you got an inch, let's see what you're going to work with that inch. Okay, I got this much. I got this amount. Let's see what I can do. Let's see how can we capitalize with this. Let's see how we can have this work for our betterment, for our, situation, right? Mm-hmm. I've been out of the league for 3 years. No team want me. NFL out of nowhere, give me this opportunity. But I feel like he took that opportunity. You're fighting for. I understand that, you're fighting for something and you're very passionate about what you believe in. Don't get me wrong, you've done a great job representing and putting the limelight of police brutality and whatnot. But you've been out of the league for 3 years, bro, and it wasn't looking good for you to get back into the league. So, granted, you felt like the terms, they weren't working with you when it comes to the terms. But my thing is, when it comes to getting back into the NFL, you didn't have the leverage to make your own terms. You didn't have the leverage. In business, you have, in negotiations, there's somebody in the negotiations that has the leverage. Right. And the other side, one of the parties in that negotiation has to acquiesce to the fact that that person has the leverage. And now let's see how we can work together to still have some type of, get some type of profit, some type of deal. That's just part of a business deal, bro.
Yeah, of course. One
person has the leverage. Now, that person has the leverage. Now, you're acquiescing and understanding and you're okay and you're reasoning with the fact and you're agreeing and you're realizing that, okay, this person has the leverage, but now you're trying to acquiesce with how can we still make a deal moving forward so we both can profit, so we both can work together and make something happen. Because at the end of the day, when in a deal, any deal, any business deal, both parties are going to agree when they both see that each person's going to have something, get something from it. Yeah. That's what's the deal. That's a deal. You get me? NFL, they probably didn't like the fact that, damn, bro, it kind of does look bad that this dude is better than, majority of these backup quarterbacks that's in the league right now.
Of course, yeah.
And he can't even get on a team. So let's do something and try to see if maybe we can jumpstart the fact, jumpstart him getting back into the league, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they looking at it like, okay, no team is going to outright sign Kaepernick. But if the NFL come and say, here, we doing a workout. So now if a team does sign Kaepernick, the team's going to be like, hold up, that was the NFL who made a workout for Kaepernick, and we seen that he was still good, and we signed him. It wasn't us who outright went and signed Kaepernick. So when it comes to Kaepernick being back in NFL, you go talk to NFL because they're the one who made the effort to do a workout for him. You get me?
Yeah.
Something that's never done before. So, in my opinion, you did not have any leverage to do what you did. You had no leverage. NFL had the leverage. So the NFL said, listen, this ain't no, negotiation. We feel some type of, for one of the few times, we kind of feel some type of way that you're not in the NFL still. Is there something behind the fact, was there something behind that offer? Okay, because granted, Kaepernick had some lawsuits still, looming when it comes to, not being in the NFL yet. So I'm pretty sure if he agreed to do that workout, now maybe that'll cancel out the lawsuits because now NFL could be like, look, in court. Now if NFL could go to court and be like, look, we offered him an opportunity to get back in the NFL.
And he didn't take it.
And stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And he took it and just no teams offered him. So now, okay, if it's that aspect, but my thing is really, you're doing it, you're not going to the workout because you have lawsuits that you're trying to win. At the end of the day, are you a football player? At the end of the day, what do? You love football, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that what you started, right? You started playing football because you love football. So if you want to play football, it's for the love of the game, bro. So at the end, so if you get an opportunity to get back in the league, and they say, listen, this ain't no negotiations. We don't want no media there. We just want just football. We don't want nothing else. No blase. No, iPhone here, iPhone there, social media, Facebook Live, YouTube, Miami Hosanna 305. You can subscribe as well at YouTube, Miami Hosanna 305. So, and you get what I'm saying? Just none of that. Just straight football. Just grass meets the grind. That's it. That's how I look at it. I looked at it was just, man, this is just straight football. Just the meats and potatoes of what we got going on here. The meats and the potatoes of our industry. Football. Just a pure basic football. Nothing extra. No blase. No drama. No baggage. Just plain football. So listen, if you want to play football, we give you 2 hours to make the decision. We ain't negotiating nothing. We give you 2 hours. Call us back if you're going to agree. Call us back if you accept. Once that happens, if I'm Kaepernick, I'm trying to get back into the league, I'm trying to play ball. I'm like, man, forget all that. Let's go. I got to play. I have been out of the league for years.
And that's what I was going to tell. I was going to say.
I have no leverage.
I was going to be like, it's for the NFL, yeah, they told him he could come. But no matter what the situation is, I feel like Kaepernick should have just, man, forget about all these lawsuits. Forget about where they want you to go play. Forget about I heard that it's some terms they had. He did not agree. So that's why he went to his own, like I heard that he went to his own playing field.
Yeah.
They came. And he got mad because they didn't want no social media, like the media people there.
Because,
I said, listen, bro.
This is football, bro.
And that's why I was telling somebody, I was like, bro, he messed himself up. Everybody snapping Stephen A. Smith.
For saying what he said. Calling him an Uncle Tom.
I won't call him the Uncle Tom, but I'll call him, yo, you tripping.
Who?
Kaepernick. If you want to play,
that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, if you want to play in the NFL, man,
forget all that, man. Forget all that. Bro, you already did what you did, bro. You already a phenom. You already looked at as a person that represents black people. There's certain people that's putting you beside the Martin Luther King. You have you have accomplished your goal, bro.
Yeah, he did.
So now let's just get back to playing football.
He did.
You've accomplished your goal. Let's just get back to playing football, bro. That's what this was. They gave him 2 hours because they didn't want no negotiation. They didn't want no, we're going to do this. We're going to have this sponsorship here. We ain't doing none of that, man. This is just straight football. It's you on the field. We have some coaches ready for you to do some drills. We got 25 teams coming to see you. Granted, it's not the general managers that you want to see, but they are scouts in the organization who's going to report back to the general manager and see what they see. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he did good, though, in his trials. Like, he did good.
But listen.
Yeah.
You go and leave it. You go 80 miles wherever else you went to, away from where you had only 8 teams. You had 25 teams over there, bro.
Wow.
Now you had only 8 teams that went over there. And then you go and say, I'm going to read this again, bro. Listen, you can't expect to tell me you think you're going to get a job after that.
No, he done.
Listen, this is what he says. Clearly. I've been ready for 3 years. Okay, we understand that. We know that. Right? I've been denied for 3 years. Out for you, something we've never done before. We're going to do something we've never done before and initiate a workout for you. Mason Rudolph said a racial slur. That's why he went berserk. That's why he went off the way he did.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I heard that somebody the N-word.
Well, my thing is, okay, when it happened, the minute you went off, you got kicked out. Then after that, you had reporters come and ask questions after the game. That was the first thing I would have let off with. The first thing. I'm not saying anything else. I'm like, man, this dude called me a racial slur. I would have even said the racial slur to try to justify why I went off. So, to wait, the period of time that he did wait, it was too late, bro. You go to New York to go appeal and tell him, oh, he did a racial slur. Why you ain't say that the minute it happened? Why you ain't say that the minute you went off, the minute after when you got your clothes on ready to go and you have reporters around you? Why you ain't say that then? Why you wait 3-4 days to say that? A week to say it? Why? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying Myles Garrett is lying.
Yeah.
But it sounds fishy. You didn't say that before. You should, bro. That happened to me. That would have been the first thing I brought up when I get reporters in front of my face about why I snapped.
The first thing, yeah.
That would have been the first thing I brought up. Man, this dude called me a racial slur. He tried to grab my head. Then after that, he's saying some racial stuff to disrespectful stuff to me. You know, I ain't nobody child, this and that. You gonna respect me, this and that. You go that way, now people gonna be more empathetic. Because now people gonna go and ask him. He said, you said racial slur, you this and that. That's right then and there. Now it becomes a different conversation. But the fact that you never said nothing, you wait 4 or 5 days to say that he said a racial slur, it's too late. Because people going to feel like, man, you lying, bruh.
Yeah.
You lying, bruh. You coming up with an excuse now, bruh.
I think it's the fact that he was trying to grab his helmet. What's his name again?
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, you saw it like, I don't know what led to that, but he was trying to...
He tried to grab his helmet, and not only his leg was hitting his balls.
Yeah.
So you got 2 of that happening. Sorry for my bad.
Oh, you good.
Sorry for my language. So my thing is, when that happened, you have to bring that up. That's the first thing I brought up. I don't know if you guys remember. This is linebacker named Channing Crowder back in the day.
Yeah.
With the dreads. This is about 10 years ago. Like the last couple of years. We were playing the Ravens. It was the fullback. Rolando McClain, if I'm not mistaken, that fullback's name was.
I can't remember the name.
I don't remember the name, but I think it was McClain or something like that. So, I don't know, there was talking. The play was over. But then, all of a sudden, you see Crowder like, when his head was caught back, then he was mad. Then he started trying to fight him, right? Then he got ejected, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever, this and that. The minute he sat down and the reporters came in front of him, what did he say? He said, he spit on me.
Yeah, he spit on me, yeah. That's why he reacted.
That way. Yeah. That was the first thing that came out of his mouth. He spit on me. I remember that like it was yesterday. And if you're a true Dolphin fan, you remember that day too. So, if he did say what he said, that would have been the first thing. I wouldn't even have had time to put clothes on. I would have went with my chemisette, my jock strap, and went to the reporters. Man, this man called me a straight up, bro. Off rip. You don't wait 3, 4, 5 days after when the thing's starting to settle down. Now when he brought that up, now the story comes back up, but it's to no avail, bro. It's to no avail. Now, you know what I'm saying? Granted, what he did was wrong. Man, I'm talking about that dude took that helmet and straight. Yatata! Yatata! You can see it on the replay.
Yeah.
That dude get, oh my God.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, that was a dangerous play though, man. Like, when
Oh
I saw
my
that,
God.
I was watching it live. When I saw that, I'm like, this guy is really crazy.
Bruh.
Like, whatever that quarterback did to him,
bruh. Legally, granted it was a football field, whatever, for everybody, but legally, if he wanted to pursue that as an actual charge, he could have pursued an assault charge, bro. That's assault.
He could have pressed charges, though, man. He could have pressed charges.
I don't know if it's assault with a deadly weapon, but it's assault. Bare minimum, that's an assault, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, you're right.
So that's that just the turn of events of what transpired. He's got suspended the rest of the season, which is a big blow for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, it's a big blow.
They're still trying to make the playoffs. They're 5-6 right now. They're right at the hunt in the hunt. Like I said they was gonna be.
But I think he's leading the NFL
in sacks.
Yeah.
He got like 11, 12.
He was leading them in now.
He would have finished with like 20 sacks.
Nah, he's banned now.
So now the question is, do he get banned till next year?
Yeah, that's a good question though. I think just for this year.
6 games.
Yeah.
Give him 6 games, keep him moving.
I feel like he done got his punishment.
He's embarrassed.
Yeah, but man, listen, I bet you won't.
He out for the year. He let the team down, let the organization down.
He definitely let his team down. I don't care what nobody say. He definitely let his team down. He definitely did.
That's crazy. Well, moving forward, last 5 minutes of the show, let's run down the scores real quick. The NFL.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it and do it. All right, you got last night. You have the Packers versus the 49ers. Shouts out to the 49ers, 10-1. The first double-digit team in the NFL, beating the Packers 37-8. Aaron Rodgers, 10-8 in primetime games since 2016. You have the Patriots beating the Cowboys 13-9. Tom Brady, 5-0 career record versus the Cowboys. You got my boy Tannehill. You got my boy Tannehill. Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill with 4 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing, beating the Jaguars 42-20. The Jaguars are now over 500, 6-5. Like I said they would be. With Tannehill. Once again, nobody want to listen to me. I will continue saying that Tannehill is that dude. Moving on.
And Henry. Don't forget about Henry.
Henry that dude too though.
19 for 159 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Henry that dude, bro.
Go ahead.
Then he got the Falcons losing to the Buccaneers for 35-22. Chris Godwin with 2 receiving touchdowns, tied his career high. You had the Bills beating the Broncos 20-3, moving the Bills to 8-3. Wow. Frank Gore surpassing Barry Sanders for the 3rd most rushing yards in the NFL history.
Shout out to the big homie, man.
Shout out to the big homie. Should have stayed in Miami, bro. Why we let these people go, bro? Like,
he was taking though.
So now you got the Bears beating the Cowboys, moving the Bears 5-6. Allen Robinson 100 reception yards for first time since week 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Bengals losing to the Steelers 16-10. Mason Rudolph was benched for his backup quarterback Hodges. I forgot his first name. Bengals 0-11 for the first time in franchise history. We don't want the Steelers to keep winning. Now they're 6-5. We have their first round pick, so they're going lower and lower and lower. That's what we don't want. Saints beating the Panthers 34-31. The Saints moving up to 9-2. Panthers falling 5-6. Michael Thomas, 8 reception yards for 8 plus reception yards, 100 receiving yards for 5 consecutive games. And the Jets beating the Raiders 34-3. Shouts out to the Jets. Shouts out to Adam Gase. They have a 3-game winning streak. They improved their record to 4-7. And the Raiders fall to 6-5. New York Jets, 30 points in 3 state games for the first time since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Redskins beating the Detroit Lions 19-16. I feel like the Detroit Lions head coaches will be getting fired. They're 3-7-1. Redskins first home win since week 7, 2018. And the Seahawks beating the Eagles 17-9. Zach Ertz, second fastest tight end with 500 plus receptions. And the Seahawks improved to 9-2. The Eagles fall to 5-6. And then you have the Texans beating the Colts 20-17. The Texans improving to 7-4, and the Colts falling to 6-5. Texas won 7 of their last games versus 8 AFC South opponents. And those are the scores, and that is your show.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, this was the Do Sports Talk right here on Hosannaradio, right here every Monday from 10 to 12, unless something come up, but he gonna be here. All right, so y'all make sure y'all mark this day, man. Put that in your calendar, go on your iPhones. I don't know about the Samsung phone how to do it, but on the iPhone, go ahead and put a notification on, so every time that show come up, it'll bing 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 bing. Deuce is Alright, so we out of here, man. Make sure y'all catch Evangelist Eve at 12 o'clock. He's coming up right in 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm going to put him on the radio for you can do the 12 o'clock prayer. Then after that, don't forget about tomorrow. He's going to be on the radio again from 12 to 12:30. Then we got Maestro Abimael coming Tuesday night. Alright, Tuesday night from 6 to 7 on the hour show. Make sure y'all catch that show. It's a good show. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all do that, man. Alright? So make sure y'all keep us logged in. Go ahead and download the app on the website. You can listen live on the website. And you can download the app from the website. Or you can go on YouTube. Yes, we got all the shows recorded on YouTube. If you missed it live, you can go back and replay it again and watch it. Alright? Support us, man. It's Hosanna Space Radio 305. Alright? It's Hosanna Space Radio 305. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed, wonderful day. I know it's cold out there. Make sure y'all stay warm, man. Stay warm because it's freezing out there. It's not like how it was in the morning, but it's still a little freezing in Miami, alright? So, y'all stay warm, stay blessed, and we got Evangelist Eve is coming right about, you can say now, alright? Right after this song. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed day. Deuce is out. Mitch is out. See y'all next week, Monday. Bye-bye.